Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up today with another video for the May I Scraplift You series. This series is run by Crystal Barrett at Pineapple Papers, and it's all about scraplifting and celebrating the wonderful creative people we have here on YouTube. Today I am scraplifting a fellow Aussie, Gwen Wruck. Her layout that I've chosen, get my words together, Katie. The layout that I've chosen of hers is in the top left up here. So you can see she had a bit of a large piece of pattern paper and then a smaller section to the right hand side. Technically that was all mounted or backed with another piece of pattern paper, but I have chosen one piece of pattern paper as my background and another piece of pattern paper which I've used as like the large piece. I am struggling today, folks, because I'm rushing and trying to get a lot of things done today in a very small amount of time. So I'm kind of out of breath because I've been rushing. I just need to slow down for a minute, get my words back. Honestly, it's just been so long since I've done voiceovers that I'm like, how do I do this again? So I have got the large piece of sort of that banner paper there as kind of my main piece of pattern paper. And then I'm using the wood grain as my background piece. So it's similar to Gwen's design. I've gone with some florals. She has used a cut file. Of course, if you don't know, Gwen is the owner of the Cut to You cut file store. So she uses obviously a lot of amazing cut files in her crafting. I could have used a cut file. It has been, I could not tell you the last time I got my silhouette out. It's sitting with a cover in my scrapbook room, and I just have not got my silhouette out in such a long time. So I haven't cut files for ages, and it's definitely something I want to get back into. And I could have for this layout, but time was of the essence and I didn't have time. So I didn't use a cut file, but I did use florals. Now I fussy cut these yellow florals from some pattern paper off one of the Maggie Holmes collections. I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this layout, which is all of Maggie Holmes's collections that I have in my collection, which is not many, but I am keen to use them up. So I am getting them on the page. These are super cute photos of Lincoln, Addison and myself. We were at a local farm and Lincoln was actually feeding like is it a sheep or a goat or something? It's got curly twirly horns, and he was very brave and he fed that animal and he was very proud of himself afterwards. So I took some photos of that, and then there's photos of us in a little we were going for a ride around the farm on a tractor. Addison was quite young. When was this photo taken? This was taken in May of last year, so almost a year ago. So she was 2. No, she wasn't. She's just turned 2. She was 1. And so, yes, I feel like it's a long time ago. I'm a bit behind in my scrapping, if you can't tell. So I'm using 3 photos on this page. Gwen has only used 1 on hers, but if you can tell, I think I do a pretty good job of scrap lifting her. Like, I stay pretty true to her kind of design elements. I do put my title in the middle of my photos, and then I keep this embellishing pretty light on actually. So I do pull into the Maggie Holmes stash and find some animals that I could add, just because this was a farm. They didn't have farm animals, but I did pull out some fun little animals to add to the page as well, because also, when am I going to do that? So I've pulled out this word that says today because it kind of works. No other reason. I just wanted to get it on the page. I think this that chipboard thicker sheet there that I'm using came with a Maggie Holmes collection. I'm pretty sure it did. That's why I'm trying to use it up. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm pulling out, oh, that's right. So I come back with that pen later. Watch this space. I do come back with that pen. So I'm just pulling in the rest of my Maggie Holmes stash and having a look around, because I know Maggie Holmes does a lot of animals in her collections, and this is a farm. Now I know she doesn't do farm animals, but I thought, you know what, I could get animals onto this page and I think it would totally work. So I don't know what this collection is that I've got here. Is it the Marigold? It's the Marigold collection. So I don't know how old that one is. 2020. so not that old at all really. But I pulled out that one, and I pulled off, oh yeah, sorry, I do come back to that one. But I pulled off the swans first of all from the chipboard sheet that I had for, what's that chipboard sheet? Is it Carousel? Don't remember. But that one. So I've got 2 swans that I've added, and then I pull out the sticker sheet for Marigold, and it has lots of whimsical little animals on it. So I actually do pull out some squirrels of all things, which we don't have in Australia, so go figure. But I do pull out the squirrels because, you know, they're cute, and I add them up the top there. I stick one flat, and then I will pop the other one up on some foam, and then I come back in with another little bird to add down the bottom, and then I am almost done. This was a very quick layout to come together. So I will, in the description box down below, link obviously to all of Gwen's socials and all of her details, so you can check her out. And I'll also link to Crystal and the May I Scraplift You, playlist. So if you want to follow along, if you love seeing scrap lifting and celebrating all of the wonderful creative people we have here on YouTube and Instagram, then go along and follow that link, and there'll be lots of videos to watch on the playlist. So yeah, I would encourage you to do that. But otherwise, I pretty much have almost finished. So I popped up that bird, and then I'm pretty sure, oh no, I come in for the last special step. So you probably can't see this from where you're kind of looking, particularly not if you're on a tiny phone screen. But around the edge of Gwen's layout, she has stitched. Now, my sewing machines don't work, so I can't do stitching. But you know what? I thought I do want to add a little bit of interest to this page. So I'm going to pull out a black pen, and I'm just going to do a doodly border around the white patterned paper page. So Gwen has also done it around the part on the right hand side, which for me would be some of the wood grain, but I just kept it to the white pattern paper, and I've added my little doodly border, and I'm happy with that. It just adds a little something to the page. So yeah, very pleased with that. So here is my close-up photo. Make sure you check all the links out down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.